What's up, YouTube? For today's video, we're the full Diancie and the Cocoon of Destruction Pokemon movie. So this is going to be the very last Pokemon movie team before Sword and Shield, and it might be the very last Pokemon movie team for many, many years, because the next one is actually going to be Hooper. So until that comes back in the modern games, I'll be putting this little mini-series on hiatus. This came out in 19th of July 2014, so about 8 years ago. But yeah, this could be our final movie team here. I hope you've enjoyed this little mini-series for this as well. So as said, probably the next one I'll do when we get Hooper back in the game and stuff like that. All right, we're going to start this off with a battle here. This is a Pikachu lead. We've used this Pikachu throughout almost all of these movie teams here. So I'm going to be running the max attack and max special attack agility set with Light Ball. Now, I thought here that Vaporeon would actually swap out, but it's actually decided to stay with Ring, and I guess it's like a bulky set. Now, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the movie teams and stuff like that. Today will be a double upload too. I've got quite a few little team stuff I want to finish before Sword and Shield. So we've got a double upload today, and there'll be a double upload tomorrow as well. And that'll be next week. After the weekend will be the final couple of days. That'll be the end of Sword and Shield, so it'll be fairly interesting. I'll be doing obviously a go-away stream for Sword and Shield too, and that is coming up this weekend, and it should be good, so I hope you are there. So anyway, back to the battle here. I'll be talking about that through this too. I'm going to be going for T-Bolt there, finishing off the Vaporeon. Pikachu didn't take that Skull very well. Then again, it is a Pikachu. That must have been a very, very bulky Vaporeon too. Next is going to be Big Butt. Bug Butt. Oh, I looked at that and I did it again. So let's be real. If you looked at that nickname straight away, I seen Big Butt. What did you think? Did you think that too? Anyway, we're going to go for an Iron Tail here. Even though I'm burned, I still did ridiculous amounts of damage. I felt like that would have done as nearly as much as what Thunderbolt would have done anyway, considering what ability this probably has. So it's going to be setting up the Hail, and I'm going to get hit by the Hail and burn and stuff, and that's going to be the end on my Pikachu. But that's okay. Pikachu sort of did its job there. I'm going to bring up these other teams too. Now, this movie had quite a few legendaries in it too, so half the team was legendaries. Next Pokemon, of course, is going to be Diancie. So I gave them their signature moves too, like, obviously Diamond Storm. So I've got Diamond Storm, Explosion, Gyro Ball, and I've got Trick Room. So Diancie doesn't really have the greatest speed in the world, so I'm going to be making use of that. Now, this is a clear body as ability, obviously, and we've got the item as normal gem. Max health and max attack, brave nature. Not that it really matters too much, because as I said, Diancie isn't exactly what you call, fast or anything like that. So Frostmoth is going to be going down to a Gyro Ball, which is excellent, and we're going to get hit by the Hail, which is all good. Now, the next Pokemon here to come in is going to be Serena. Also, this is a battle against Love Sylveon. I forgot to say that at the start. Now, this should be a 2-hit KO with Diamond Storm. However, we got a Dynamax Serena here, and this is actually quite a good Pokemon for this team. It's got some pretty good coverage against some of the Pokemon on this team as well. Now, as usual, I tried to pick the Pokemon that were the most prominent in this video. In this movie, But did anyone really, really like this movie, the Diancie movie? Let me know in the comment section. And you know what? Question today. What do you think of Diancie? Do you like Diancie? What do you think about it? Do you really like it? Do you hate it? Do you sort of the meh? I don't know. Let me know. I'm interested to see if people actually really like Diancie. One thing as well, I got to say this right now. I did put Carbink on this team. I got wrecked by Serena there, by the way. I always thought that Carbink should be, Diancie should be an evolution of Carbink. I don't know why they didn't do that, even a form of it, a different form. But what do you think about that too? I think they look very similar, and it was kind of strange that that wasn't done. Next Pokemon is going to be Xerneas. Obviously, we got a Geometric Xerneas here. What I did is I gave Xerneas its worst special attacking moves, and I see I could try and get some damage with that. Now we're going to go for the Power Herb Diancie here, and it's a Swift Aurora Beam set, which is, it hits pretty hard. Now the EVs on Xerneas as follows. We got max speed, timid nature, and max special attack. And the other move I gave was Wonder Room too. Now I didn't want to give it a fairy type move because even its weakest fairy type move was Draining Kiss, and it was way too strong. I did a few battles with this team before my stream, and I was sweeping people, and I don't want to sweep with Draining Kiss. Like, it's just way too powerful. So I gave it like the worst couple of moves that I could think of, and Wonder Room is pretty cool because you could swap that defensive special defense around. Which is pretty cool. So I'm going to be going with Geometry Aura Beam in this matchup against the Serena. So go for Aura Beam. That would have easily one-shotted it if it wasn't in Dynamax. However, now the Serena is going to be going for a Max Overgrowth, and that's the end of Xerneas. Now on this team, there was only one Pokemon I wanted to Dynamax, so it was either going to be the Diancie or one other Pokemon. Actually, there was two, like Diancie and this Pokemon, but all the others, I didn't really want to do that, especially the legendaries. They were like, kind of strong. Next Pokemon is going to be Absol, so I put this Absol as Mega Absol, and this is one of the Pokemon I wanted to Dynamax too. So obviously I couldn't use Mega Absol, but I thought it'd be funny if I Dynamax. It was sort of like the closest thing I could do. So this is a special Absol. We got Dank Pulse, Focus Energy, Fire Blast, and Future Sight. In Dynamax, I could actually have the Max Mindstorm fighting type moves. It actually worked quite nicely. Ability is going to be Super Luck, and the item is going to be Expert Bell. So getting all those super effective coverage moves. We got Max Speed and Max Special Attack, Timid Nature. Now, this really didn't hit hard. I really needed that Dynamax to do a little bit of extra damage. A lot of the time, I was relying on getting flinches and, crits and stuff with, Dark Pulse and the ability Super Luck. So taking out the Serena there with a big Max Flare. I didn't even mean to rhyme that. And I've taken half the team out. So we got the grassy terrain and the sun up at the same time, which is going to be very, very nice. Now, the next, I'm just trying to think here, the next week after this, actually, no, I'll talk about that in the second video, because that's quite a long battle, as you can see. Next Pokemon is going to be Kick. I was like, okay, I think it might have a fighting type move or a kicking type move. So my best bet here was to go for I've got Max Mindstorm and Max Darkness. I was like, I think I might go for a fighting type move. I could go for Max Mindstorm, which will be super effective. I don't know whether a Mega Absol is actually going to be living a fighting type move. So I just went for the Max Mindstorm, and instead of going for that, it's going to go for Bounce. I was like, oh, come on. So that's going to be like a miss from my Absol, and now I'm going to get hit by Bounce. I don't think Bounce is going to do like that much damage to Absol. I'll be able to attack it with a Max Darkness. So here comes the Bounce here. Bounce does fairly, I guess, a fairly decent amount of damage. The main thing is actually paralyze me, which kind of sucks. So the good thing is I didn't get paralyzed in Dynamax, and I can finish off the Cinderace the next turn with an attacking, any sort of attacking move will be able to take that out. I guess not, but maybe not Future Sight though. So that's the end of my Absol. So all I can see so far, it's got Bounce. I'm sure it's got a fire type move, and I actually found out why the Cinderace was named Kick. Very shortly. So I was like, okay, I'll just go for Dark Pulse here. Let's finish it off. And it's got Double Kick. I'm like, of course it's got Double Kick. So there was the first one, and that was a critical hit. So, here comes the second one too, and that's the end of Mega Absol. So I think the first critical hit actually mattered. I think I would have lived that one. So that's the end of Mega Absol. I'm crying so much. I really do miss Mega Pokemon. I really do. I hope we get them back one day. I got a nasty feeling we're going to get them back in like, an X and Y remake. Hopefully not by ILCA. Next Pokemon to come in is going to be Carbink. We already talked about Carbink. Like, I definitely reckon the Diancie should be an evolution, or at worst, a form of it. Because they're just so similar, This is a physical Carbink, so since Sharpen isn't in the game, I'd like to run a physical Sharpen set. It's pretty fun. We're going to go roll with the Weakness Policy set here. So Weakness Policy, Clear Body, Explosion, Rock Polish, Rock Slide, and Body Press. I know that Weakness Policy doesn't work very well with Body Press, but Body Press is still pretty good on it because I can Dynamax it, and it's got, nice base defense too. So it's sort of a little bit of a mixed stacker there. So that's going to be the end of the Cinderace there with a nice quality Rock Slide, which is excellent. I was thinking about running normal gem on this too, but I was like, wait, I've already got normal gem on the Diancie already. Next Pokemon to come out here is going to be Chonky Bird. I don't know whether this is the same team either. If someone, I think they're just nicknames. I'm pretty sure they're just nicknames. So I've got Rock Slide here. I was like, let's just go ahead and go for that. I might get hit by a Steel type move. That'd be good. That'll boost my attack. Rock Slide does pretty good damage there. That's the best damage I can think of even getting. And now Corviknight is going to go for Iron. Like, wow, I can't even do anything. I am completely walled by this thing. So I believe this could be a body press set as well, or they just got making this thing with bulky with iron defense. So go for another rock slide. I got a critical hit there, which is really, really nice. And I flinched as well. I was like, man, that was really, really lucky. So I was like, wow, I might even have half a chance of, doing some good damage. It might have Russo. So go for another rock slide on the Chonky Bird. I got another crit. I was like, wow, that was so, so lucky. 2 back-to-back Steel Wing misses. And that is big because that was 4 times super effective. They would have dropped my Carbink because I was running a sweeping set. And I'm going to finish it off with the Disrespect Body Press. Wow, what a matchup there. There's no way in this wide world I would ever think of actually beating that Corviknight outside of getting that crazy, crazy luck. Next Pokemon is going to be Gardevoir. I was like, you know what? It's their last Pokemon. Let's go for that explosion and let's get some good damage in. This should be enough to take out the Gardevoir. Gardevoir lives on like the tiniest scrap of health and Carbink is going to faint. It's like, okay, that's cool. Now Gardevoir's got the Moonblast. It's like, okay, my last Pokemon is Yveltal, and this is a speedy set. So obviously I had to run Oblivion Wing on it because you use that in the movie. And the other moves I got in there are Block, Taunt, and Torment. So with Rocky Helmet as the item. So it was like a trapping set, and then I did some damage to Oblivion Wing and got some health back at the same time. In this case, the Gardevoir only has a little bit of health left, and it's their final Pokemon. So I can simply just go for Oblivion Wing here and finish off the Gardevoir, and that is GG. That was a Timid Nature as well. I did run a bulky one like in the past. I think I ran that as like max defense or something like that, or split defenses, and you wait to the last Pokemon, or you try and like block them in and Taunt and Torment a trick Pokemon, or a Pokemon that doesn't have many attacking moves. So that's it for the first battle. Let's get on to the second battle. Now this is a battle against Lychee. We had a battle early on in the week. This is when I had my 6 Abomasnow team and they had 6 Volcarona. This time you're going to see the entire Volcarona team. Now this first bit I had to speed up like 4 times because it seriously went for half the battle. So we had let me explain what's going on here. So you get to see we've got this double team Volcarona with Substitute and Leftovers, and it kept spamming double team, and my moves, well, they really weren't hitting either and had a track while I was doing that. It also had Fire Spins, so my Pikachu couldn't swap out into another Pokemon, and to be honest, I didn't really want to risk a Dynamax either because I could have like 3 turns of getting infatuated and wasting my Dynamax here. So we got this was like, I want to say this was 5 minutes of just trying to take out this Volcarona with the Pikachu, and it just kept going. So my Pikachu is on its last legs here. It is going to be fainting to a Fire Speed, and Volcarona is going to be able to get another double team up here. Now, this was a Volcarona that wasn't in the last video. The other one was like the Ember Volcarona, and you got to see that. If you haven't seen the 6 Abomasnow team, make sure you check it out. It featured a Ember Volcarona, and I was very, very scared. So now I really wanted to Dynamax Carbink, but at this point I was like, I don't want to Dynamax Carbink, I want to Dynamax my Absol or Diancie, and I probably should have, it would have made things like a little bit, easier on me, but yeah, I kept missing all my rock slides here, and I was virtually just fainting to this, this Fire Spin over and over. I got a couple of rock slides in against the double team, but it wasn't anything like super significant, like I couldn't get 2 in a row. So went for a final explosion, and of course, Volcarona misses the explosion, and Carbink is going to, fake there. So this I was like, okay, we're going to go to Diancie, and now I'm going to go for Dynamax Diancie. I want to get rid of this Volcarona, because this is generally a pain in the backside. Now, why I'm Dynamaxing here, let me tell you what content I've got left for Sword and Shield, because I have been doing this the last couple of days, but as I know, not everyone watches every single video. So I've got today's videos, and I've got it, as I said, it's a double upload today. Tomorrow is a double upload. Then I have a final Sword and Shield stream, which is going to be awesome. We're going to, give Sword and Shield a good send-off there, doing lots of different activities on the game. And I do have another team for that day as well. Now on Sunday, I've got like probably after the weekend, I've got like 1, 2, 3. I've got about 3 more theme teams, and that's it for Sword and Shield. I've got a little bit of a fun video the day after that for Scarlet and Violet drops, but yeah, so pretty much after the weekend, so I've got like Monday and Tuesday theme teams, and that's it. That'll be the the final end of the Sword and Shield era. Also, if you do stick around for the stream as well, which will be on the weekend, that'll be at 10 p.m. Australian and Western Standard Time on Sunday, but That's going to be at nighttime, 10 p.m. for me, so actually Saturday night, but most people that'll be their morning, or it'll be like an easier time there. But if you just convert your time zone and stuff like that, and yeah, if you do want to watch the stream soon, you've been wanting to watch them, but you've been missing them, make sure you just click on like the bell on YouTube. Like, you have to hit the subscribe button, the bell, and all that. You have to have all the notifications and stuff there. I also drop all my links on Twitter as well too, so you've got lots of ways there to do that. And also, if you're a part of my Discord, link in the description of the video too, I do have a stream announcement room, so they'll ping every time I do stream. So anyway, that's the end of the Volcarona there. It took like literally half the battle to get rid of that. And yeah, so I'm going to finish my Dynamax, my Mega Diancie. Oh, I really do miss the Mega. So now the next Volcarona is going to go for what's that? A Solar Beam. So Solar Beam in the sand is not something you see every day. And since it's got the Power Herb there, it's going to be activating right away. Now that's going to be super effective on Diancie. And really, actually, yeah, it doesn't hardly do any damage. Right? Obviously, Diancie in the sand's gonna be crazy. I must admit, Diamond Storm, that does look really, really cool. They did a good job of animating that move. So the cool thing about Diamond Storm too, the signature move, it boosts defense by 1 stage, and there's a 50% chance to do so. So it's a really, really good move. Next Pokemon's going to be Volcarona. It's like, I'm going to try and sweep these Volcarona now with Diancie. This is my best bet to get, try and get a Diancie sweep. Now, if you really, really do like Diancie, I have done a Mega Diancie sweep when I was doing my run of Mega Pokemon before Sword and Shield. You know what? If you check out the Mega Diancie sweep, give it a watch and drop a comment on there. I'll give you a comment and a heart and maybe a little comment there if you are early getting in and doing that too. Next Pokemon is going to be Volcarona again. This time it's going to be Dynamax Volcarona. So like, okay, this will be good to get rid of. And after that, there's only 2 more left. I have got, after Diancie, I've still got 3 other Pokemon here as well. Now, I'm assuming there's probably a physical Volcarona. I'm trying to think if I've actually done an Evo team based on Volcarona. I don't know if I have. Anyways, so we got the Max Overgrowth here. It's like, okay, that's going to be a special move coming off like Solar Beam or Giga Drain or, I don't know, Grass Knot. Diancie barely lives that one, which is really, really good, because now that means I can actually attack the Volcarona with Diamond Storm while it's in Dynamax, because this thing's going to be quite threatening. So go for Diamond Storm, and that is going to drop Volcarona in 1 shot. I was a little bit surprised that the Volcarona didn't have a berry to power down a rock-type moves, but I guess there was other items and stuff like that. I'm sure there was like heavy-duty boots and some other things like that, but yeah, this Volcarona's got that big weakness to rock-type Pokemon. Next Pokemon is going to be Volcarona, number 5, I think. Now it's going to be able to take me out here with a Disrespect Struggle Bug. But that's the end of Diancie, but it definitely got me a lot of KOs in the game. I didn't get the sweep because, Diancie is just too slow, Next Pokemon is going to be Xerneas. Now, I've got the Geomancy ready to go here with the Swift, and I was curious what I could actually do here. So I already know this has got Struggle Bug. I was kind of curious what other moves this Volcarona actually even had. I'm thinking it's probably like a bulky set, though, because Struggle Bug's more of like a, support style move. So go for Geomancy. It's probably like one of the few times you're going to see me using Geomancy Xerneas. So cherish this moment while you can. So getting that boost there. And now it's going to go for the Toxic. So it's definitely like some sort of support step. Now, looking at the dates today, we're very, very close to like Scarlet and Violet, And I will say this, like Scarlet and Violet has started like leaking like crazy. Like, people have got the game, like the game and ROM and dumped everywhere. So it is all out there. I want to say this, just if you're going to avoid the leaks and spoilers, like, make sure you, like, avoid Twitter and stuff like that. It's probably been happening on YouTube, too. People have been, just asses and putting them in the thumbnail and stuff like that. But, yeah, it is all out there. So just be aware that the game has been leaked and, it's been dumped and leaked and that sort of stuff like that. So it is all out there. It's I guess it sort of happens it's basically been happening every year since X and Y, like, from then onward, it's like a week or 2 weeks earlier and stuff like that. But I just wanted to give you a little heads up there if you don't want to be spoiled. Because I know a lot of people do want to be spoiled and stuff like that. Don't want to be spoiled. I know some people like to see what's in the game, but some don't. So I just thought I'd let you know about that. And of course, we don't ever do any spoilers here on my channel. But once the game's officially out, of course, then I'll be posting some content on that. So anyway, getting around these Volcaronas here, all it's got really hit me with Struggle Bug and Toxic. So my Xerneas is like slowly getting a special attack dropped, and I've only really got Swift here. And I could go for Geomancy again, but it's going to take like a couple of turns for that to, you know, get my stat boost and be able to attack. So I just decided to get as much damage as possible. And the Volcarona is also going to have Roost as well. But with the Scarlet and Violet, I was going to talk about this more as I get closer to it. This time, I'm not going to be doing, like, parts. You know, I used to do, like, if you're a long-time subscriber, I used to put, like, the entire walkthrough out in virtually 2 days on my channel, so, like, 24 videos. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a live stream on YouTube, and I'm going to be playing the whole game, and then, you know, the VOD will be on YouTube. So then you can watch back the whole walkthrough at your own leisure. I'll probably do it in, like, 2 or 3 parts, but that's how I'm going to do it. That way, people's subscription box don't get spammed and stuff like that. And if there's any really cool moments and stuff like that, I might highlight some of the more important things, like the gym leader battles and some other, you know, if I catch like a shiny or something like that, I'll highlight those cool moments and stuff like that. So that's probably what to expect for the first couple of days of Scarlet and Violet from my channel. As we see how teams and stuff, our team's going to be easy to prepare and things like that, and those sort of things. But yeah, that'll be the first couple of days as I explore the game and things like that. So I really hope you're at that stream too. I'll be doing some big announcements when that stream happening. It will be on YouTube and it will be a marathon stream. So I really hope to see as many people there that want to. You can virtually come and play along with me, or if you're curious about the game, you're not sure if you want to buy it yet, you just want to watch someone play it, I'd love to see you then. Anyway, back to the battle there. This is a very long battle. Volcarona is going to be a physical leech life set, and I've got the Oblivion Wings. Actually was able to outspeed me there. It was a speed tie between Yveltal and Volcarona, and I'm going to finish you off here with the Oblivion Wing, and that is the end of the whole Volcarona team there, and that's also the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it, people. That's the Diancie movie team. I'll be back with another upload later on today. All right. Peace out, people.